Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to the channel or welcome to the channel in general. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Julianne. I'm the artist behind Peppercut Studio, a stationary e-commerce business, and home to my little sprouts, including this little guy. Outside of the e-commerce world for the past 3.5 to 4 years, I've been traveling to artist alleys around the country, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Specifically, we're going to talk about everything that I pack with me when I travel solo to one of these conventions. If you have seen my videos before, you'll know that this is a very much like a dream list. This is if I'm on top of my game because I do have a tendency to forget things. But for the sake of this video, we're going to pretend that I do know what I'm doing. I am going to be responsible. I'm not going to forget anything. And because each and every convention is so different, for inventory's sake, this video is going to be based on if I was going to a good convention. So if this was to scale, a good convention would be like so. It's not bad, it's not average, it's not amazing, but it's good. These are the 4 bags I always take with me whenever I travel to a convention. The 2 check bags are 50 pounds each. My carry-on is usually about 30 to 35 pounds, and my personal is usually 20-ish. Again, I travel alone to every single convention, so this is basically all that I can take with me where I don't accrue extra fees. I can check another bag, but it'll be like an extra $75, I believe. And also, I don't have the hands for it, so it's just not feasible at that point. Now that I have the basics covered, let's get into the nitty-gritty of what I pack into every single one of these bags. These are my 2 check bags, and they're both Samsonite freeforms, and they are probably my best bags I've used so far, and I've gone through quite a few bags. I've only been doing this for 3.5 to 4 years, and I've destroyed a few bags just from the nature of how heavy we have to pack these bags. And their airlines just like tossing them about, so they're kind of like bound to die. Like a wheel is probably gonna go. I feel like these bags are pretty durable and lightweight for what they are, which is a combination that's essential when you're traveling to conventions. I also think that they're pretty well priced, but they are a pretty penny. All luggage is pretty expensive nowadays. But the warranty is really good, and also these bags go on sale like all the time, so check out a sale if you're looking for a luggage. I just hit my elbow. Also, I know we're talking about check bags right now, but I just want to do a quick little pause and just say that each one of my bags, the personal, the carry-on, and both my check bags all have an AirTag in them. I have an iPhone, so I use AirTag, but if you want to use Tile, that works as well, and I highly recommend them just because it really gives you that peace of mind when you're traveling to a con. You just want to know where your luggage is, and when you're traveling as often as I am, things are bound to happen. Things are bound to get lost, things are bound to get stuck somewhere, and sometimes I know the airline is tracking your bag too, but a lot of the time they're not going to give you that information. So it's nice to just be able to check your phone and see like, oh, I'm in California, my luggage is in Cleveland or wherever. So if you can get yourself an AirTag, it is very helpful. This big bag is my table setup bag. When you travel to artist alleys, you have to bring everything except for the table and the chairs. So you have to find a setup that works for your products and is also efficient. And when I say efficient, I mean it doesn't weigh a lot because you have to carry it cross country. And it also doesn't take too much time to set up. I mean, that part doesn't really matter too much, but when you're traveling alone like me, having something that you can just like put up pretty fast on your own is very helpful. Some people like to use photo stands like these ones on Amazon, whether or not they're standing on the floor or from the table, but I like to use these like grid panel displays. I personally prefer the grid system rather than the photo stand system because I have a variety of products. The photo stand usually works better for print artists, but I have both prints and a bunch of little tiny stationery. With the grids, they are a little bit more annoying to set up and they do get heavy the more you bring. It adds up so fast in terms of weight, but the panels really give you the flexibility to build whatever kind of cubby, shelf, or tiering system you need. And for my products, I do need a lot of tiering to be able to fit them all onto one table. Like because I'm holding this like mic thing, I'm like doing this a lot. I think I usually bring like 45 to 50 panel things, and then I also bring a baggie of these connectors to put them together. And also a lot of them come with this like little hammer, and I do recommend using the hammer because why use brute force when you don't have to? Like this makes everything so easy, and also I want to protect my pretty nails. Just a quick note, the downside to this kind of panel grid display is that it's really easy for it to fall over. If someone pushes it or there's like a strong gust of wind, they are very prone to fall over, so get some kind of clamps or just like build a really sturdy structure. Next up are wooden displays. These guys are also a little bit on the heavier side, especially my bigger displays where I display my sticker sheets and mini prints. And then I also bring 2 of the mini wood displays as well, and those guys are a lot lighter, not only because they're smaller, but because the material that they're made of. I don't don't think it's like real wood. I think it's particle wood, like the same stuff you make with IKEA furniture. I like these guys a lot. Yes, they do weigh quite a bit, but I do think they look really nice on the display and it fits my products perfectly. When putting them into the luggage, pro tip, I rubber band them together so they don't break as easily inside my bag. I mean, they eventually will break, but prevention is still nice. Then I have my acrylic display for my die cut stickers. I like to keep these guys inside the box to keep them from breaking. Next is my tablecloth with my branding on it, some packing materials which include 1 bag of 12 by 18 inch sleeves, 3 bags of 5 by 7s, and 2 bags of 3 by 5s. Oh, and also 2 to 3 boxes of business cards. This is about 5 to 700 each. I also like to throw in this big bottle of hand sanitizer when I'm handling cash, and also scissors in this little pocket. And also I bring these 2 little pouches. This one has sticky notes and magnets in them. I do prefer these like slightly bigger, stronger ones because it's just easier and faster to set up. The other pouch has a ton of rubber bands because that's how I pack all of my little products, and also some tape because you'll never know when you need tape. Finally, I throw in the washi tape and also my toiletries bag. This thing is stocked. This is my toiletries bag and it has everything that you would think is in there. But also, I always carry pimple patches specifically to conventions because the airplane air is gross, the convention air is gross, it's all yucky, I'm gonna break out. I also like to bring a face mask because, again, it's nasty and I want some kind of relaxation on the last night. And also tweezers, you never know when you need precision. Next, we have the inventory bag. This bag carries the bulk of my inventory. I would say about 85 to 90% of it. And people are usually surprised I carry all of my inventory in this small bag, but it's because I only have like small paper goods. If you have like bulky items like plushies or enamel pins, like good luck to you. I don't know how you travel by yourself. They're so heavy too. And here's where I'm going to tell you guys exactly how much inventory I usually bring for a good convention. But please keep in mind this varies between artists by a lot. Our definition of good is different between each artist. We all sell different amounts of things even at the same convention. At the end of the day, you are responsible for how much or how little you bring of something. So please do not copy exactly how much I bring and then do not yell at me about it. For my 11 by 17 prints, I usually bring 35 to 40-ish of the most popular prints. For the really slow moving prints, they're usually ones that I'm trying to get rid of completely, I usually pack 10, and for everything in between, I pack 20 to 25 of each print. For 5 by 7 prints, I usually bring 50 of the most popular designs and then about 30 of everything else. Sometimes I'll bring like 60 of the most popular design. And it's pretty much the same for the sticker sheets as well. I bring 50 of the more popular ones and then 30 of all the other ones. And for sticker sheets, I think I have like 35, 36 designs I bring with me. And for mini prints, I have about 15. And that's what inventory looks like for me. So those are the bags that get checked. Here's what I bring on the plane with me. This is my carry-on bag. It is my favorite carry-on bag of all time. It is so cute. You can see it for yourself. I love it because it's durable, it's super duper glidey, and also I get so many compliments on it. How can I not love it, you know? However, the only downside is, actually, there are 2 downsides. It's pretty expensive, and also it's pretty easy to scratch, so when I do have to check it, I'm screwed. It gets all scratched up, but honestly, it still looks great, and I usually do everything I can to make sure it doesn't get checked. This bag carries all of my clothes and miscellaneous inventory, namely my die cuts and notepads. For my personal bag, I have the Baze Mini Weekender, and I think I've been told that a lot of flight attendants hate this bag. Mostly because people stuff it as much as you can, and then they try to pass it off as a personal item. I will say, when it's filled to the brim, it's not really quite that small. It gets pretty big. However, if you pack it like me, you should be okay. When I'm going to a good convention, and I know it's going to be a good convention, I will bring the shoe compartment part of this Baze bag. That being said, that means that I can only sit in the middle seat or the window seat. It will not fit underneath the aisle seat. This is because if I'm going to a good con, I usually have some like miscellaneous stuff, like some more business cards or some more stickers that I need to pack into that shoe compartment so I can bring it on the plane with me. Inside my personal bag, I do pack my laptop and my iPad because the work never stops. I try not to work at the convention itself, but when I'm on the plane, when I'm at the airport, when I'm in my hotel room, I do try to get a lot of work done when I'm traveling. I also have my go bag. My go bag is where I keep all of my meds, hand sanitizer, floss, first aid, all of that good stuff. tissues, anything you can think of that you might need on hand. I also have this little baggie with all my chargers that I put in my personal bag. This guy contains all my chargers, wires, and also a portable battery. I also always carry a water bottle because whenever we travel to conventions, us artists have a tendency to be like super dehydrated. I also always forget to drink water when I'm on a plane, so when I have my water bottle there, it does help me out. And of course, I always pack my headphones and also these like little wired earphones because sometimes on the plane, when I have my headphones on for too long, it like hurts my ears or it gives me a headache. So I like having little wired earphones to use as well. And I like to also pack snacks. I've only recently started doing that because I want to start eating a little healthier when I'm traveling to cons. Otherwise, I just buy a crap ton of food at the airport, which I still do anyway. But on the plane, I'll have these like little fruity veggie packs, and I'll probably pack myself some fruit as well. And that's everything inside my personal and my carry-on. But that's it. That's the end of my video. I am actually going to be heading out to AX. I'm not flying, I'm driving. So I do have a little bit more option when it comes to that. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys have any other things you want to see from me, please let me know. Otherwise, I just keep making garbage videos about my life. Yeah, thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.